What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. So, Billy Joe Sausages has reacted to Tyson Fury getting smoked on by Francis Ngannou. He said the following: the fight wasn't a robbery. It was very close. It could have went either way, and obviously Tyson got the robbery nod, got the corruption nod. He's the champion, but it wasn't really Tyson whatsoever. From the word go, I knew he was going to have a tough night because I know Tyson inside out. Normally, you see him standing up tall, getting behind that jab, using his feints. If someone said to me, you're fighting someone from the UFC in a boxing ring, I probably would take my off the ball a little bit, myself. Maybe not go through the fine details. The reality is, with a novice, you need to make him look at the right hand and then hit him with the left. That's what he needed to do. If Tyson was a fraction of himself, Ngannou wouldn't lay a glove on him. Alright, Billy, mate. He's not going to give you a job, Billy. Do you know what I mean? Ever since Fury sacked you off after you quit. That's a fact. You quit against Canelo and Fury sacked you off and ain't spoke to you since. I don't know what you're positioning for here. Is he looking for a job? Is he looking for an undercard spot? Or maybe he's just looking to blow Tyson. I don't know. But whatever it is you're kind of jockeying for, it's a no from Tyson. But I've seen Tyson in sparring. I've seen the way he acts in sparring when he's sparring certain people. To me, it was like he wasn't switched on from the go. Fair play to Ngannou. He was a lot better than people actually thought. So, those are the comments from Mr. Sausages. Let's get into the details here. I mean, fair play to him. At least he said it was close, but I mean, who couldn't say it was close? I mean, it was robbery. I mean, wait a minute. Ngannou won. So, the least anyone can do is say... In fact, I haven't heard anyone say it was Tyson clearly won the fight. So, this don't mean much. You could kind of half salute Billy. Oh, well, at least he's being honest. At least he's not lying, but... Well, again, it's undeniable. He's the champion. And that's another thing. People keep talking about, oh, Tyson was a champion, so Ngannou didn't do enough to take the belt from the champion. I don't believe in all that rubbish. I believe a champion, don't get me wrong, in a close fight that a champion wins, he should get the nod. In a close fight that the champion gets put down in, and don't do nothing, and has 20 years experience, and is supposed to be the best thing since sliced bread. No, he doesn't get the decision. Yeah? Tyson Fury didn't even really earn it. Fair enough. For example, in the first Wilder fight, I can see how people think he won the fight. Why? Look at the narrative of the fight. Fury gets put down, nearly knocked out, and gets off the mat to have his best round. See? That is a winning narrative. And that's why people make me laugh when they critique me. I don't score fights on a round-by-round basis. The round-by-round basis is BS. I score a fight based on, yes, rounds are important, but I take into account other factors, like the narrative behind a fight, or the narrative during a fight. Yeah? And on that basis, in the first Wilder fight, I think Wilder won it. Why? As it happens, he was the champion. He scored 2 knockdowns. However, the fact Fury peeled himself off the canvas and came back to finish the strongest of the two, and came back to have his best round, I can justify how the fight was a draw. Fury showed that if there had been a round 13 or round 14, who knows what might have happened. So fair play, Fury can get a draw in that fight. Unfortunately, you tell me, where was the winning narrative of Tyson, or for Tyson Fury in this fight? Where was it? Okay, he gets put down by a shot by Ngannou, but what did he do after that? Nothing. Don't get me wrong, Ngannou was so good that Fury couldn't do nothing, but it wasn't like Fury was trying. Fury wasn't in there like proper going for it. He was cruising. Like a man who knew, oh, I'm going to get the nod anyway because boxing's corrupt. Let's not forget, Tyson Fury's witnessed his brother get a whole bunch of nods. Yeah? His brother gets put down by Jake Paul, gets the nod. His brother has a boring fight with KSI, gets the nod. This is institutional boxing corruption. Boxing protecting like the status quo. Oh, well, you can't have a boxer lose to a random dude. Even if they've lost to a random... I mean, to be honest, KSI and fake Paul were useless. Sorry. Tommy KSI and Fake Paul, they're useless. Forget about them. The showing of skills and quality we saw from Ngannou was just undeniable. Especially against Tyson Fury. Most people, myself included, were saying, even on his worst day, Ngannou will get washed, will get punched up. I didn't even really see a way that Ngannou could make it the distance. He'll be gassed after 7 rounds, 5 rounds, and then it's going to be pingpong.com. Instead, Ngannou has the best guard in the heavyweight division. As a fact. I've been critiquing AJ's guard for years. AJ doesn't have the IQ of Ngannou. He doesn't have the defense of Ngannou. It's as simple as that. Ngannou has one of the best defenses. I mean, from an orthodox point of view, like, don't get me wrong, Ngannou's not the most slickest, but in terms of elbows in, chin down, hands up, his guard's tight, man. You can't knock it. It's tight and adaptive. Something AJ does not have an adaptive guard. Yeah, he'll get hit with a shame shot every night, all night. Fury, or Ngannou, conversely, he didn't get hit with the same shot even once. In fact, he didn't even really get hit once. Look at his face, didn't get hit once. Look at Fury's face, he got hit a whole bunch. Fury, who's supposed to be the dynamic defensive wizard, his face butchered up. So again, Ngannou, even including Fury, has the best defense in the heavyweight division. Wilder, he does not, because he gets knocked out by pillar fist Fury. Ngannou's the guy. And again, look at the narrative of the fight. Ngannou has never boxed before, yet he was the one who doesn't take any damage. Yet he was the one who scores a knockdown. Yet he was the one whose defense was on point. Yet he was the one who looked dangerous, or the only one who looked dangerous at any point. Fury never looked dangerous. And the worst thing is, again, Fury didn't even try and look dangerous. He didn't even try and spin the narrative. He looked like a diva. Oh, I'm a boxing diva, so I'll just win the fight. That's how it looked at me. So it's all well and good saying Tyson didn't train, and maybe Tyson didn't train. That's still not the point. Where was the fighting spirit? Where was the, okay, I haven't trained, but let's have a fight about it? And that's why I said, unfortunately, it's looking to me like Tyson Fury's finished. We've seen it outside of the ring, in as much as, why doesn't Tyson Fury want to prove himself against Usyk? That was weird. That implies he's finished. Not to mention, the whole build-up for the last few months has been, oh, it's about the money. I only care about the money. That's not a good sign. That doesn't tell me a man's in love with a sport. That don't tell me a man's serious. Do you understand? And then we see a minute of a UFC fighter who he said he was taking to school. And guess what? He ain't doing none. Is what he ain't doing. He weren't doing none, was he? What was he doing in there? Just getting his chop boxed off. By a man who's slower than him. Because whatever we say about Ngannou, I love Ngannou, but he's not quick, is he? I mean, he's not Joe Joyce, but he's not like rapid. Who's rapid? No one's really rapid, but you know what I mean? He's not rapid. It wasn't speed that got him through this fight. It was, the scary thing is, it was IQ. So don't tell me Ngannou can do all them things right. And was Ngannou perfect? No. All due respect, for a first debut fight, I actually think he was pretty much perfect. I really do. The composure Ngannou showed. You're in your first fight ever, and you're in there with the best heavyweight of the last 50 years, apparently. On paper, they say. Ngannou had literally, the last time I saw composure like that was Errol Spence versus Crawford. And all due respect, Crawford's been doing this 30 years himself. Ngannou went in there. Ngannou's even relatively new to the UFC, to combat sports. Ngannou goes in there, relatively new to combat sports, brand spanking new at boxing. And he was as cool as a cucumber. So again, forget that. I think Ngannou won on the point system. But forget that. Again, think about the narrative here. A man goes in there, calm as a cucumber in his first fight ever, knocks the guy down, doesn't take any damage, and you want to tell me the other guy won? The champion won? No, a champion, you're supposed to have all the experience. And even on a bad night, a champion's supposed to show levels. That's why you're a champion. Especially with someone who's never boxed before. So for me, if a fight's... Wait a minute, you're a champion, and you proclaim to be the best ever. The best ever champion goes in there with a novice who's never boxed before, and the fight's close. And you somehow want to give it to the champion? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're supposed to be demonstrating the gulf in levels here. And you didn't. And that, in my book, means you lost. Yeah? And Fury lost. So we can sit here and politic and make excuses for him. And at the end of the day, Billy, yeah, if you think Tyson won, I'll tell you what to do. Get your mate Tyson to pick the blower up and say, listen, because Ngannou wants the rematch. Yeah, any Fury fan out there who thinks Fury really won, there's no problem. Tell him to pick the phone up and Ngannou, let's rerun it. That's all he's got to do. And I find the silence deafening. The fact that for all you Fury fans out there, oh, Fury wasn't training and Fury wasn't this, Fury wasn't that. For all that narrative out there, yeah, not one of you, man, Fury included, are mentioning anything about a rematch, which is suspect, isn't it? Oh, he would have won the fight, but ABCD. Well, where the rematch then? Oh, and even if you say, oh, well, the Usyk's fight's locked in, it's not the point. Fury could easily be saying, okay, listen, Ngannou. Fury could easily put a public statement out saying, listen, people, I've got the Usyk fight booked in. However, I didn't train. It was a bad performance. I'm so disappointed in myself. I'm sending a contract today to Ngannou to lock in our rematch after I've dealt with Usyk. That's all he has to do. Yeah? Where's that at? Where's that end? Bear in mind, look at Errol Spence, for example. Errol Spence, immediately after the fight, I want the rematch. Yeah? Where's that spirit from Tyson Fury? I'll tell you where that spirit is. Holiday, Christmas. Oh, I haven't seen my kid for 6 weeks, and that's 6 weeks, a newborn. I have a newborn I haven't seen for 6 weeks. Oh, what? You just got punched up by an MMA fighter when you're talking about your newborn. Make it make sense. I'll make it make sense for you. He talking about his newborn because he don't want to talk nothing about Francis Ngannou. That's what he don't want to do. He need to focus somewhere else. That's what he trying to do right now. Because the last thing you want to do is focus on Francis. Because he tried that already. And did he? Let's be real here. Tyson Fury tried focusing on Francis for 12 rounds. How it play out for him? Oh, yeah, we saw how it played out for him. Oh, now we understand why Tyson don't want to spend no more time thinking about Francis. He tried that for 36 minutes and it wasn't a good look. Yeah? Anyway. Again, Francis Ngannou is my favourite fighter right now, and I love Francis because he's reinvigorated the game. Yeah? Ngannou versus Fury, that there is a mouth-watering fight. Fury versus Usyk now is even more mouth-watering for me than it was 2 weeks ago. Why? Because now Fury looks vulnerable. Before it was a case of Fury going there and wash guy, but now Fury and Usyk is 50-50. So that's red hot again. Ngannou versus Wilder, red hot. Ngannou versus AJ, red hot. Ngannou has single-handedly revived boxing, and I have to apologise to him. Because I was saying he's killing the sport. He's coming over here, making a clown show of it, and he's going to get knocked out for some money. That's what I thought it was. And I'm genuinely so happy. Like, I'm not even getting paid to make these videos right now. The channel's not monetized, but I'm so inspired. I'm so happy to, I didn't make videos for a month because I was so bored of it. I was sick of talking about the same things, but Ngannou now has got me so gassed. I'm working for free. I'm talking because I want to talk about this. This inspires me. I can't wait to see where Ngannou goes. I really can't. The opportunities at this point are endless. In fact, I never thought I'd say this, but I'd love to see Ngannou punch up Derek Chisora, for example. I want to see Ngannou kind of experiment now. He's had his tough challenge fight. I want to see Ngannou actually now go on a run. I want to see him in there with Chisora, Dillian White, Joe Joyce, Dubois. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him just clean up. Why not? Now, he's older, so it's less likely. But even, I do want to see him have a warm-up fight. Someone like Chisora, a heavy bag. Get Chisora in there, and I want to see Ngannou experimenting and working on his craft. Or someone of that calibre. Who's durable, but can get smoked. Even Dillian White would do. Get him in there with someone like Dillian White. That's what I want to see for Ngannou next. The Wilder fight, not so much. I think that comes. There's no rush for that in my book. I want to see Ngannou actually thriving. There's no way Ngannou can be thriving in his first fight. He needs to have one or two mid-level Chisoras, even Andy Ruiz. You know what I mean? Them ones. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Ngannou versus Chisora, Ngannou versus Andy Ruiz, they're red hot. So yeah, man, salute to Ngannou. I love it, and that's what it is. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. 100% know that.